Send it to my peeps. Yeah, just trying to get it going. Yeah, somebody got it. Dolio The Sleuth. Man, you ain't no king. I ain't a king, then I'm trying to be. Keep the castle fortified and supplied with me. Keep a crown with my queen on the side of me. And write an edict that the crowd will be dying to read. You down to ride for real? Ride for free. They perpetuate the image that they trying to see. In the streets, young is dying for cheese. Simply cause they can't rely on the environment supplying their needs. They got mouths at home that they trying to feed. And when they gone, leave scars in the mind of a seed. Germinating in a substrate of genocide. Killers hide under every shadow off the side of a tree. I'm tired. Politicians stay lying to me. And every other day a mother gotta cry when she sees her offspring another life lost, victim of greed, or another casualty across when they got caught in between.
They don't know, or rather they don't care to show it.
They don't know.
They don't care, as long as it is way out there, until it's here.
They say they listening, but they don't really hear me now. They say they listening, but they don't really hear me now. They say they listening, but they don't really hear me now. They say they listening, but they don't really hear me now. Running grueling race, meet you at the finish line. Full plate, hella hungry, bet I finish mine. Never trick it off, you would never get a dime. Fully polished, catch the knob and you would get a shine. I don't appreciate the way they tryna vilify us. Look at the media, you can see the biggest lies. Plus they try to criticize whatever they can minimize. Hypnotized by symbols of so-called civilized. A time for planning and a time you need to improvise. A time to listen and a time you need to give advice. Spark the kindle, rest assured that you will get a fire. News broadcasters, talking heads know they really lying. They try to disguise the way they try to criminalize the youth. Look at the signs, don't let them hide it from your eyes. Choppers in pursuit, spotlights when they get them blind. They say they listening, but they don't really hear me now.
Know, or rather they don't care to show it.
They don't know.
They don't care, as long as it is way out there, until it's here.
They say they listening, but they don't really hear me now. They say they listening, but they don't really hear me now. They say they listening, but they don't really hear me now. They say they listening, but they don't really hear me now. Peep the television and the way they living. False realities they pitching, but it's really written. Everything they do is staging up to keep you winning. Instead of peeping what they doing just to keep the prisons fully stocked with higher rates of recidivism. Coming up with better ways to fulfill their mission. Everybody stays distracted from continued killings. A young potential with no consequences for the villains. Another death, another march, another protest. Another marker for a scheme that we don't know yet. Another point for them devils on their show bench. Another hood for the developers to go get. People acting like the life is something to brag about. Till them kick those run up in their house and drag them out. People think that it's a game, but it's tantamount to something orchestrated to eradicate and stamp us out.
Or rather they don't care to show it. They don't care, as long as it is way out there, until it's here.
They listening, but they don't really hear me now. They say they listening, but they don't really hear me now. They say they listening, but they don't really hear me now. They say they listening, but they don't really hear me now.
Or rather they don't care to show it.
They don't know.
They don't care, as long as it is way out there, until it's here.
They listening, but they don't really hear me now. They say they listening, but they don't really hear me now. They say they listening, but they don't really hear me now. They say they listening, but
They don't really hear me now.